Welcome to the after-action review for the second of the Century of Kriegsspiel battles. In these scenarios, the historical source is obscured. This keeps the players from following the script of history. Let's see how our players did and how the results compare to the historical source. Frankfurt Tactical Problem is a case study used at the Prussian War School, authored by the Chief of the Prussian General Staff, Helmuth von Moltke. This problem is an opportunity for us because the details of the solution have been lost to history. Our players have a chance to create a new discussion about the solution. In this problem, a Western Corps, which is red, is on the west side of the Oder River at Frankfurt, and an Eastern Corps, in blue, is northeast of Zollau. Both corps have dispatched divisions as advance guards to ensure they can move into an advantageous position for the upcoming encounter. As this is a Prussian tactical problem, both sides are Prussian line divisions. Here is the map adapted from the period that was used in the game. Notice Frankfurt in the west, Kunersdorf in the center of the map, and Zollau to the upper right. To obscure the source, the location names on the map were changed to features found on a map of Turkey. You can see on the right that we have rotated the map 90 degrees so the players' forces would approach each other from north to south and south to north. The order of battles for both sides was evenly matched, with the Western Division having an additional light rifle battalion. Each division has 12 battalions of infantry organized into 2 brigades. The plan, created by IKS player James, was to send the 1st Brigade down the western axis of advance and the 2nd Brigade along an eastern axis of advance toward a town that was called Mersin in the scenario, that from history is Kunersdorf. The red plan, created by IKS player Chrono, was to have his 1st Brigade lead and take the high ground southwest of Kunersdorf, and the 2nd Brigade to follow and take the town. Looking at both plans together, the red division is to concentrate on Kunersdorf and half the blue division is to proceed there. When the move started, the red players followed their plan, while the blue had the entire 1st Brigade head east and the 2nd Brigade split, with one regiment going east and one west. Accidentally, the blue forces were stronger in their positioning due to the errors. Let's see how they did. To review the action, we've reoriented the map to match the historical source with an east-west orientation. Both divisions push hard for Kunersdorf, leading with their cavalry. Blue 1st Brigade Commander, played by Chris, starts early to make up time. Red 1st Brigade Commander, played by Glorious Ruse, takes the western hills overlooking Kunersdorf. The red CIC sends the cavalry north to check for enemy and to screen there. By 0930, the red cavalry has reached its screening position in the north, and the blue 4th Regiment is nearing Tretten. The red 1st Brigade has pushed the light rifle battalion into Kunersdorf and taken the high ground. The blue 1st Brigade is taking position in the hills east of Kunersdorf. At 1000, where you see the yellow star, the blue 4th Regiment invests Tretten and begins driving off the red cavalry with fire. At the red star, the red light rifles begin effectively firing on their artillery on the heights, and the red 1st Brigade sends in one regiment to attack in the north. The red 2nd Brigade, played by Tunisgrad, continues forward in the south. At 1030, where you see the yellow star, the blue 3rd Regiment, commanded by Jan, is moved north of the hills. Where you see the red arrow, the red 1st Brigade begins taking the heights. The circle shows the concentration of the red 2nd Brigade. The blue 2nd Brigade commander, played by Cookie Hunter, spent a lot of time re-establishing the continuity of his brigade. You can see them concentrating north, while the entire red division is concentrating on Kunersdorf. By 1045, the blue regiments are in place, and you can see their extended line versus the concentration of the red forces to the southern hills around Kunersdorf. At 1100, the outnumbered blue in the south have pushed their regiments in attacks down the hillside into the open ground below, and both the Red Brigade regiments have pushed them hard. The concentration is powerful, and the blue forces begin to crack. The red regiments in the south, commanded by KB and Great Gold, break the blue regiments in the north, commanded by Zarina Lake and Carroll. You can see in the circle how the blue 2nd Brigade has remained largely unscathed and concentrated in the north, while the blue 1st Brigade is overwhelmed. The scenario ends, and the now outnumbered blue CIC must retreat to Zollau. Let's compare how the players did versus the historical source. We don't have the details of why Moltke thought Kunersdorf was the key objective for the solution, but we know how he starts the following problem as it is linked to this one. In problem 6, the blue division is in Kunersdorf and the red division has only secured the river. Aggressive moves and effective concentration by the red commanders Chrono, Glorious Ruse, and Tunisgrad allowed the red forces to seize Kunersdorf, which makes the operations outlined in problem 6 by Moltke unnecessary. This brings us to the inescapable conclusion that in this scenario, the red force has prevailed. I haven't yet mentioned Pete the Elder and Marshall, who were the regimental commanders for the red 2nd Brigade, and White Hussar, who was the additional regimental commander for the blue 2nd Brigade. All players did an excellent job, and I appreciate them for playing this scenario. Thank you for watching this AAR of the Frankfurt Tactical Problem. I hope you enjoyed this examination of the tactical problems in the scenario and found it informative. Come join us playing Kriegsspiel, where you can make the key decisions that decide the outcome of these battles. We'll see you out there on the board.